the story you'll only see on WUSA 9. She was the highest ranked openly transgender officer in the U.S. military until President Trump's ban on transgender troops forced her out of the career she loved.
Now, retired Space Force Colonel Bree Fram from Northern Virginia is running for Congress, driven by what she calls the devastating end to her military career. Now, we broke her announcement first on WUSA 9 Mornings.
Tonight, Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Flack has our exclusive interview.
Is that identity transgender in the first sentence about what people should know about Bree Fram?
I think there are 17 things that are far more interesting about me and who I am, and I just happen to be trans.
Retired Space Force Colonel Bree Fram served 23 years in the military. She came out as transgender in 2016 and joined the Space Force in 2021. She was the first openly transgender person promoted to colonel in 2024, ranking number 2 in the entire service, the highest ranked openly transgender officer in the U.S. military.
What did that mean to you?
That meant that my performance mattered, that they were reviewing who I was and what I had done for the service.
We will get transgender ideology the hell out of our military. It's going to be gone.
All that changed on January 27th, 2025, when President Trump signed Executive Order 14183, prioritizing military excellence and readiness, the transgender military ban. The order labeled transgender troops as dishonorable, reading, "A man's assertion that he is a woman and his requirement that others honor this falsehood is not consistent with the humility and selflessness required of a service member." Fram was one of about 1,000 openly transgender service members pushed out because of the ban.
People were looking for us, in some cases hoping we would fail, and we didn't. We succeeded.
Fram took this photo on her last day in uniform. It was the last time she would put it on.
That tore me up.
Fram was prohibited from wearing it to her own retirement ceremony earlier this month.
Taking away every shred of dignity was a far greater price than whatever financial benefit I would have accrued for serving another year or two to get a higher pension and get paid like a colonel in retirement.
Tuesday, Fram announced she is running for Congress in Northern Virginia in November's midterms. Which district remains unclear. She lives in the 11th, represented by James Walkinshaw, but that could change if voters approve redistricting this spring. Wherever she runs, she says the devastating end to her career is driving her to fight for a better America.
Did your experience as a transgender person in the military drive this run for Congress?
My identity informs the way I lead, but it is not the centerpiece of anything that I believe in. But what I do connect it to is a fundamentally American journey. Trans people not as broken, but as people that realize we can be a better version of ourselves. I think that's an American story.
If elected, Fram would become only the second openly transgender member of Congress after Delaware Representative Sarah McBride. McBride was among the speakers at Fram's retirement ceremony earlier this month. Guys?
Yeah, when you want to see change, I guess the best way to do that is by participating in the government.
Absolutely. At
Taking a
least
role.
that's what appears to be happening here. All right.